But there are times when I'm a bit flustered. I mean, the team should have looked at the market situation. Now they're posting things I said with conviction a long time ago. And I'm like, there were really times to consider the market when you talk. But anyway, if I end up dead in my genealogy, I've said everything I wanted to say. So now, actually, without using the name Bitcoin, I've been continuing to release books. That is, something I predicted. I said that Bitcoin for Beginners would be the last book with that name, and since then, I've been releasing a series of books without the word Bitcoin in them. These are now in professional field. To be honest, these aren't directly related to investing in Bitcoin or understanding the phenomenon of Bitcoin, but rather these things I learned because of Bitcoin. It's a story about the world we live in. It's a story about the world and what will unfold in the specific details. But honestly, the logic used to argue for Bitcoin has all been discussed. And as time passed, it's been verified. Actually, if you look at comments from 6 years ago saying that Bitcoin financializes electricity, people who think they know about electricity called me ignorant, but in many of those comments, it's those people who look ignorant, right? So, 6 years ago, I mean, even longer before I talked about the financialization of electricity, I had been talking about it, and I started uploading it to YouTube. As for the financialization of electricity, there's no need to argue that not at all. Back then, though, people were like, what is this crazy guy talking about? But now, they're more like, why was he the only one talking about it? They were the only one talking about it. But I've become a target for people saying I acted like I was the only one. That's where we are now. So actually, everything I wanted to achieve is gone. And now, the biggest humanistic mystery of the Bitcoin world is whether people, starting from nothing, can create value through collective behavior, whether they'll do that regardless of anything else. Like if you take a toilet bowl from a bathroom and flip it upside down and label it as art. Then, from that point on, our brains get hacked. And that specific toilet bowl becomes valuable. Whether something like other collectively replacing chips in a toilet could actually happen, the fact that this collective behavior occurred is not that different from the phenomenon of Bitcoin, and it's essentially the same thing. If we look at it from our cognitive process, I thought it would be meaningful to verify that through a social experiment, which is why I created Mobick, and I believe it has been verified. Now, as for how we can prove it's been verified, if